hours on Fox Sports Radio, the iHeartRadio app, or SiriusXM Channel 83. However you may be listening. With that said, let me bring in my partner, Mr. Rob Parker. What's up, man? Cry those fake crocodile tears. It is indeed the last time I will ever do the oh yeah. Is Kelvin gonna do that? Probably not. He's gonna have his own.
No, he'll do his own. You see, I'm patting my eyes because of the water here.
Yeah,
and this is it. Chris, I do have one question to start the show. And I hope you can help me out because you're a learned man. You're smart.
Yes.
How do you say good riddance in Vietnamese? And it has nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with you leaving the show. I'm just asking.
What? I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
Do you know?
No, I'm just playing.
And what would the last Odd Couple show be without a joke from Rob that just wasn't funny?
What? It was funny.
That was so corny, I didn't even know it was a joke.
Steve DeSager laughed when I tried it on him earlier. Steve DeSager, no, he's shaking his head.
Rob G was stone-faced. Mary didn't even
Mary was laughing inside. She's
Actually, I just looked it up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Say it.
I can't pronounce it, but I'll do the Google Translate.
Go ahead.
Do your best. What was that?
Did you hear it? It's like Kodu Tot. I think that's how it's
Do it again one more time.
Câu tốt.
That's it.
Okay.
That's good riddance
Good
in
riddance.
Vietnamese, Chris. That's
Good riddance. Yeah, I'm out.
You're right. Hey, I can't believe we made it here, and I just want to say, people listen at different hours, Chris. So I'm not gonna just save it for the last 2 seconds to say what you've meant to me and this show and everybody else and what we've been able to put together for the last 6 years. But it's something that is very near and dear. And yes, I've had other radio partners. I've been doing radio since 1994, but this is different. It's special. Right. And I appreciate you. And obviously we've been friends for a long time. I never knew we would have a radio show of this magnitude. And I just feel fortunate and blessed that we were able to do something different on the radio and not be like the cookie cutters. And that's why I think the Odd Couple lives on. Nah.
Nah, man, I thank you as well. It's been a great 6-year run, and our friendship obviously will continue. I think it's been 32 years.
Since we first met.
I still remember the first day I met you at the 1992 NABJ in Detroit.
Did I sell you a T-shirt or anything or no?
No. But it was me, Michael Holly, who's now on Peacock and written books on the Patriots and Bill Belichick and was at the Boston Globe and all
I met Stephen A. there.
And Percy Allen.
Yep,
I didn't
Seattle.
know Stephen A. at that time. Percy Allen, who's did his thing in
Seattle
He
for
was
a long
with
time.
Those the two guys I went with. And Rob Parker came up.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know who you were. I didn't know what you
were like,
did.
who's this tall?
No, everybody was like, and everybody was like, Rob Parker.
God, stop
he covers
Chris.
the Reds. No, I mean, we were all young dudes.
Right.
I was covering high school sports.
He covers the Reds.
He covered the Reds. First black beat right on the Reds and all that stuff. And, I mean, I know, Rob, you met my daughters when they were tiny.
Tiny. This was on that
Disney World.
Disney World, yep.
Another NABJ. I remember you told me you were getting married. I remember you told me you were getting divorced.
Yep.
I remember like all of that. And you're right. We were friends. We both at ESPN, but we never knew and never even thought. I think
to do a radio show.
A show together. And we both started at FS1 on the same day.
Yep. It is amazing where our careers have gone and. Thanks to, of course, Don and Scott for giving us the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they're disappointed. I think they're very happy. And Chris, the last thing, there's a reason that Washington will be taking your place or spot or whatever. I know not replacing you, but in your chair or whatever. On Monday is because of what we did together to continue this show. Like it wasn't, they couldn't look at this show and go,
easily
scrap
just said,
it, do something different.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a testament to both of us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like I said, it's been a pleasure, and we'll obviously stay in contact. But let's make this last one a good one. The Odd Couple crew is all here. Rob G running things. We got on the updates our man Steve DeSager on the social media, the great Elijah Sabunia.
Elijah's in the studio. Yes. In the studio.
And you already heard her, but on the ones and twos in place of DJ Alex Teicher, who said his goodbyes yesterday, is none other than
Mary, why you bugging?
and let's just be honest, Mary wanted to be here. Did you know that, Chris?
No, I didn't.
That's why she's here,
Thank
right?
you,
Mary. Didn't you want to be here for this, Mary?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry.
It was on accident. I totally forgot, and then I was like,
She totally like,
it's the last day.
I gotta work, but hey,
coincidentally,
we made Mary famous.
All right.
Not even Alex has an intro like Mary.
Nope. Everybody at the station is at the network is jealous of that open. But all right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Rob. So look, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Tua. So what we're going to do, let's talk a little bit here, talk about it in the next segment, and then we'll open it up to calls at the 30 because obviously people want to weigh in. For those, everybody I'm sure knows, but last night while we're doing the show, but it was after we were off. Yeah, because the game started while we were on the show, the game between the Bills
and it didn't even look like a vicious hit to me,
It was
Chris.
not a vicious hit, and that's a part of the story. But Tua, who has, had a history of concussions.
Except last year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Suffered his last or his fourth, Rob. 3 in the NFL, 1 at Alabama in college. And now, he's out. He's on. Did they put him on the injured list, Rob G? Or is it maybe not announced yet? But I'm sure nothing official. He'll go on the injured list. That'll give him 4 weeks. It'll get him away at least for a little bit from the questions of what's next with him. I imagine that's how they'll do it. But the question, Rob, is really whether or not he plays again at all. Not just this season, but it's a question you hate to ask. He's only 27 years old. He did have a bright future ahead of him. Whether you thought he was going to be a superstar or not, he was very productive. Last year had a great season and, had the weapons and the coaching and the ability to have another great season. So it's sad to have to talk about it, but it's a dangerous sport, football. We know it. And so, Rob, let's come around the break and really get into Tua and his future here on the Odd Couples. Keep it locked. It's Chris and Rob, Fox Sports Radio.